No. No. Hell no.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. There's a couple of comic sections in here, just the covers this time, but I'm looking to expand my coverage on the books I've gotten and the books I'm getting. These are a couple of warlords that I did not have. Surprise, surprise. I'm trying to focus on the top 30, but this was issue 21 and issue 42, maybe? No, 22 and 41. I don't know. Anyway, in my quest to get all the Sinbads together, I found a couple more. These are from Marvel, and they focus on the Sinbad movies that were done by Ray Harryhausen, and I don't know if George Powell is in on those. But anyway, all the stop motion animation was done by Harryhausen. What does that have to do with the movies? So keeping with our sword and sorcery theme for a minute here, a couple of Conans that I picked up, and I love the Kraken on this one, or just a giant octopus, squid, I'm not sure which. Then a couple of other ones. This is featuring Belit. If you don't know who she is, she's a pirate from the Black Coast in the Conan universe, and sort of like Red Sonja, she can handle her own business. I really dig the Conan books, but I'm not focusing on them solely. Marvel did a few. Thongor is, I don't know how many issues of this exist, but when I see them, I tend to grab them. And finishing this out has nothing to do with sword and sorcery necessarily, but Elvira meets H.P. Lovecraft, Volume 4. I'm looking to find the others in this series for sure. another book I pick up lately when I can find them is Legion of Superheroes. Not necessarily the ones with Superboy in them, but just the ones with the Legion. I find that they have some fairly interesting characters. They're a little bit more crazy, a little bit more on the outside in terms of their look, and their names are infuriatingly silly to some folks, but this is a book I didn't collect when I was a kid and didn't read them a lot, so it's nice to be able to go back to some newsprint issues and read them cover to cover, which I have been. All of these Legion books as they've come in, I have had them on my side table, and I read them just about every evening before I head to bed. It's a nice way to unwind and kind of get in touch with my collection again, and also to prove that there's a reason for having them all over the place. Thank you very much to my wife, who puts up with so much nonsense at times. Anyway, this is the last cover of this. I want to run a few things by you. Hey, everybody. I just had a couple of final thoughts. Basically, I have been looking at the Diecast thing as it's been coming out last couple of months. It has raised in price. It's about $1.25 per car where I am. The Hot Wheels main lines are just not really of interest for me enough to bring them home. Not even Batmobiles at this point, which says a lot. I don't feel like the Diecast is changing all that much. If anything, the changes are not good. I've seen some interesting chassis reworkings and stuff on gassers and 4x4s where I like the undercarriage look of them better. It doesn't just look like they blocked it out with, in order to keep the axles down where they should be versus where the chassis is riding on top of them. It's not that there aren't some innovations out there. So for the channels that are still covering Hot Wheels very, very dedicated wise, I'm not dumping on anybody else for enjoying Diecast, however you find it. I have been tempted by the majorette stuff, but again, pricing here, due to various economic strains put on us by our government. We're all under a lot of financial stress, and so I don't want to go out and just blow a lot of money on Hot Wheels anymore. I think if the economy were a little better, $1.25 wouldn't be something that I'd be complaining about, but here we are. If you like what you see here, please leave us a comment while you're watching the video. Comments really help us out a lot, and lets us know who's watching out there and what your thoughts on recent Diecast things are and other toy lines, because that's what I'm going to be looking at here. Is I'm going to be trying to look at some different things and in different ways. I do have a ton of comic book content I've been wanting to produce, and if that's not your thing, I will keep looking. I will keep peg hunting. This is not something that I'm going to give up on here at all. But I do want to let you all know why I have slowed down so much in terms of showing you what I brought home. It's because I'm not bringing anything home. I'm going out, I'm looking at it, I'm filming it, I'm showing it to all of you, and that's that. I almost said y'alls. Anyway, thank you very much for coming out here to Monkey Shine Lab. We know there's a lot of other people doing this kind of content and other people doing this kind of thing. So we appreciate it when you come spend a couple of your minutes in your day here with us at Monkey Shine Lab. Thanks a lot, folks. See you soon. Bye.